5. A couple of them will say this week. One, Michigan was off. I got a chance to relax a little bit next, just enjoy watching college football for once. Got to go do a whole lot of figuring out what's going on and all that stuff, sweating with the boys out. I got to watch some other games. One for a while. I was watching earlier one of my earlier games. I was watching. I think it was Northwestern and USC. I figured, hey, Northwestern looking all right up here. We got playing next. We got a little scouting. And I realized something. Michigan ought to use their speed against some Northwestern. They should be done next week. That's basically a wrap for them next week. All they have to do is use their speed against them. It's done. That's all. Nothing complicated. Nothing that difficult. I'm just saying. My next thought on this going on is I like to say that it's just it's been like a really interesting just watching these top 25 games. Some of them been wild, some been crazy, some going down the end. Well, we'll talk about a couple. Number one, Texas Tech and BYU, which I thought might be the matchup of the year as far as that other conference out west goes. No, that was such a letdown of a game. I mean, literally, I admit that was very disappointing. They didn't nobody showed up. They're just like it's one of those games was like, what happened and why. Usually I don't talk about watching college football as much as some of the things that happen during the game or whatever. But that was one of those rare instances where it's just like it didn't live up to the billing. I mean, BYU, but Texas Tech basically destroyed BYU, basically. Now, TNT nobody calls itself any chance of college playoffs, like an outside, maybe A3 team. Uh, I would say Tulane beating Memphis State. Memphis State was ranked 22nd going into the day. Lost. They might have had a chance. They're done. Texas Longhorns, maybe an outside chance to get in the college football playoff. I think there's things have to fall in place. Uh, yeah, Miami, Florida. It depends what you've done because they're not going to win the conference. Now Mississippi taking care of business. They're right. Ole Miss, right there, baby. They're right there at it. No question, right there at it. And I think they could be very interesting down the SEC. As usual, every year is always a battle world. Georgia's right there. Alabama's right there. I mean, actually, the actual playoff standings should be out this week on the selection committee. Believe me, I am more than interested to watch and see what happens. The curiosity, yes, it's getting better this cat. I want to know what's up. On the real. On the real, be the real. On the real. I can't even explain how excited I'm to see these standings this week. I want to see everybody stand, where they're going to flip around, and what's going to happen. Considering that Georgia Tech was off 7-1, and basically that's the one team that's there. They were off this week. So we kind of see how things start falling these little bye weeks and matchups toward the season. Now, I want to talk about one game in particular. This was almost a get it. Ohio State beat Purdue. Yeah, no quick easy one there. One of those good games, the two best games of the day though. Both in the Big Ten. Oregon and Iowa. Oregon wins on a last second field goal, keeping their playoff hope alive out there. But I don't think they play Indiana. They're going to need Indiana to lose. They can't get in the playoff because I guess the way this works out, Michigan actually beat a team to beat when they beat Ohio State. Ohio State goes in the game undefeated. Whew. Could you imagine that? Big Ten title game between Indiana and Michigan. No, we're talking about football, not basketball. And number two game, speaking of Indiana and Penn State. Folks, I turned the game on thinking like, okay, any up a couple scores is over. I'm about to go chill, watch, do something else for a while. I leave, we'll turn to a couple other games, watch around the channels, and I get back. I'm watching the blowout of Texas Tech BYU game. It's like okay, they tell hey, Indiana throws a long bomb. You mean Indiana throws a long bomb? I'm thinking the game over with. I tune back in. Indiana's down. They're down 4 points with like a minute left. Like, what the heck happened? What the heck happened? What the heck happened? Yes, I'm doing my Gus Johnson voice for a reason in a few seconds. I'll get to it. So I get down there and watching this. They go down. Hit a pass on a quick out. Hit a fade corner about the 15-yard line. They get blitz first down. Gets knocked. The quarterback has no time to throw away. Second time, throws away third down. Of course, Penn State all out blitzing all of a sudden now. And they hit this guy, Medinez, I think the quarterback name. He hits Cooper in the back of the end zone with the heck of the catch of the year. What y'all thought was the best part of the game? No, Gus Johnson. Oh man, man. Look, I'm from Detroit. I would give to him Gus Johnson do a commentating game with Dan Miller. Oh man, I know he's gonna do the Michigan Ohio State game. I know that already, but the call he does, he literally, I think he got so excited he lost his voice, and they said, "Get Heisman now." I was like, that was the moment. That was it. That's gonna go down with the Gus Johnson's best calls. I wonder could he do baseball? Like, could you imagine him doing like a walk-off home run for the Tigers or something? I'm just saying that would just be so exciting to listen to, literally and figuratively speaking. Just listen to that alone won't make you watch college football. Doggone it, he need to do some more NFL news or something else. He's just not being used over here. When you get a weekday broadcast of him like on a middle week baseball game or NBA game. But don't have to do nothing but like the last minute stuff, like stuff that happened in the last few seconds in a minute. Don't need the rest of the game. It's right there. Could you imagine his voice going out? Oh, he hits the three. He hits the three. He hits the three. It is over. Oh man. Oh, let's do listen. Hey, I thought let's do college basketball. Oh, God, can you imagine that? Let them do NCAA tournament game, like the last second shot in the final championship game on Monday, the first game in April, the first Monday in April. Could you imagine? That'd be instant all-time contact classic. It'd be more memorable than the doggone game. So, also a little quick side note: Gus Johnson is from Detroit. Much love to Gus, bro. I know you get a little animated sometimes, but guess what though? He do make it fun to listen to. So if you're gonna watch college football, if you know it's gonna be a good tight game, if Gus Johnson broadcasting, it's gonna be so much better. And you might catch an occasional upset game. It might go down the wire, and you might give him lose his voice. You might give him automatic, but man, it's worth it. I was more excited to talk about that. I probably spent almost 2 minutes talking about it, but trust me, it was definitely worth it. I enjoyed it. Thank you, Gus Johnson. And that's it for me this week. I'm done. Michigan plays Northwestern at Wrigley Field. That's this coming on Saturday, 12 noon, or 11 a.m. Central Time if you're in Chicago.